dun, 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 dun. Ah, man, welcome to Scrub Mode, the podcast that sits at the intersection of gaming and monsters. My name's Julio,
Hey,
Yes.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm John.
and today we're gonna be talking about the Monster Manual some more. We got some stuff going on, but I don't want to talk about it that much. But
Why not? It's the opening.
Hey,
It's like a
just-
preamble, you know?
Just know that at least Julio and I have been through a little bit of a rough time. So if you're on the fence about Patreon, maybe now's the time.
yeah,
If if even just the goodness out of your heart, they would
Yeah.
really help those two.
anything is appreciated.
we really appreciate it.
Even
But
five-star
yeah,
reviews
I'm-
are still
Yeah,
great.
Yeah,
before we
that
get
too.
into our Monster Manual episode, has everyone successfully dodged their Discord drafting imagery?
I know that it's only for servers where the mods are like you need adult stuff. So I haven't been sent that yet. Have you?
No,
I haven't been
like
like either. I think.
usually, what do you call it? I think the way that I've seen it happen on other websites, not specifically just Discord, but like when you label something as like 18 plus, then it'll start asking you for like ID verification and things like that. So I'm thinking that like, oh, when you create a server, there's probably an option to be out like, oh, this is an 18 plus server, and you'll need to start providing information that says that you're a fully functioning adult.
Yes.
So yeah, they want your government ID and they want you to use your webcam to scan your face. But I find it funny that a lot of people have been bypassing this situation. like you know.
Here,
They
I'm posting
had-
the famous David Lynch UK bypass in the Discord.
Yeah. They're
What?
using
I love
Funko
that the-
Pops to just be all like, "Oh, this is David Lynch."
I
Yeah.
love that it's.
Oh, this
just
is me.
his
I'm
face.
Yeah, I'll describe it because I'm not doing the episode yet. It is David Lynch's character from Twin Peaks, but it's like it's
Oh.
not quite a Funko Pop. The face is weirdly realistic, but it's like a Webtoons, a Me Too's, a Funko Pop knockoff that
That's even funnier.
Some Reddit user of the name Mr. Misfire used to bypass the UK's age verification.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So I've seen also people just draw faces on their thumbs. Ryan, you said somebody used Gmod to get past it.
Yeah. Someone used Gary's mod, so they hooked up a screen capture application, and then they fed that into the webcam. They fed that as the webcam, as a digital webcam, and then they just lined it up with, I think it's like civilian male
imagine it was
1.
Heavy from TF2 or like, you know.
No, they were using the Half-Life 2 civilian 1 like male face.
Cheese.
And then they just did all the face altering, like with the, so they like, you know, when they're like, oh, open your mouth slowly and then close your mouth, and it's just the character going,
That's so
and then
creepy.
it's like,
I
thank
don't
you
like
for
the Discord
verifying.
asked me
You're
to
an
do
adult.
that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just him
it's
like
weird.
opening his mouth slowly, menacingly.
Oh, sorry, yeah, guys, forgot this is an audio podcast, but I opened my maw like to
As if to
Huge
unhinge
proportions.
his jaw and consume his microphone.
But yeah, it's super funny. I mean, like, I think they have you like move parts of your face so that they can like see, like the scanner like determines if you have like, I don't know, proper wrinkle or like facial structure of an adult or some
I
shit.
do have to
It's
give it
bullshit, but you know.
once
weird.
again to the Juggalos, whose face makeup I'm sure will fuck this up, as it has every other
Oh, I'm for
face
sure.
ID system.
Is is there a Juggalo that has like a QR code as a face paint yet?
I don't think so.
Not yet, I don't think.
And if not for
I'd
them,
be happy to be proven wrong though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if not for them, like for the next like Kiss cover band, have like Star Child be like a QR code, and then when you scan their face, it's just a face of a cat.
Did Gene
just
Simmons
saying.
just say some piece of shit stuff about AI? I can't, or was it crypto? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Which-
I haven't
who?
kept tabs on Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons? Oh,
The
man.
the
I haven't
not
paid
the
much
front
attention
man.
to him yet. Oh, which one?
If
Oh,
you're
not the
thinking
front.
about, he's the guy with the big tongue from Kiss. I can't remember. I'm gonna
That's
get
Gene
skewered
Simmons.
by my
Yeah,
my
Gene
dear,
Simmons.
my beloved godfather, who's a huge Kiss fan and listens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in so much fucking trouble, you guys.
It's Gene Simmons, right?
Yeah, if you're thinking about Kiss and you're thinking about the guy with the big tongue and the top knot,
Yeah.
that's Gene Simmons. And I do
Yeah.
know that Gene Simmons' character, his costume is based off Black Bolt, aka Blackagar Boltagon, the king
Cool.
of the Inhumans on the moon from Marvel Comics, and you can really see it in his little armpit wings.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That is crazy. I did
I did not make
realize
that connection at all.
yeah. Shout out to Pete, who is probably listening, for my weird Kiss knowledge. Okay, this is way off topic. Have you ever seen Scooby Doo meets Kiss?
Scooby Doo meets Guess.
I remember that one.
It's
Meets
legitimately
Kiss. Oh, I see. Yeah.
it's legitimately incredible because the first half is a Scooby Doo story, and then the second half is a magical girl movie where Kiss are the magical girls.
Yeah, they transform into Kiss.
Yeah, they with like Sentai transformations, like in the name of the moon, I will punish. I just punched my mic doing the Sailor Moon pose. In the name of the moon, I'll punish you, kind of shit.
Also, I'm super sorry. I said Star Child. It's the Catman.
Okay,
His name is just the Catman.
so I don't get in too much trouble. Which character is Gene Simmons?
Shush. My dogs are barking.
Your
No
dogs
problem, no
hate Gene
problem.
Simmons, and honestly,
I
that's
think the mail
understandable.
just came.
Also, holy moly, that is a very creepily, like, realistic head of.
Of one of the goats. I find
shit.
myself. I don't know. I find myself quoting David Lynch more now that he's gone than he did when he was alive. Just all his little things, just instantly. All the like. Eraserhead is my most spiritual film. Elaborate on that. No, I won't. Just like all his good little sound bites, and also all his like serious shit, like fix your hearts or die, or you gotta sit quiet. Coming up with ideas is like fishing. You gotta sit quiet and wait for them to come with you. Like the real shit and the mean shit are both top notch. His little video series where he used to say like, just record from his bedroom and just be like, if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again. As he just gives you the weather report in California. That's all iconic now. My wife and I every Friday are like, if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again. Just a little joyful, creative guy. I miss him.
I miss him,
David
too.
Lynch was awesome.
David Lynch was cool.
Did you know that Alton Brown has started doing YouTube episodes of
It's so
cooking?
funny you said that. I got served that because I love YouTube cooking shows.
Yeah.
Because I can't cook and I'm fascinated by it.
Yeah.
And I immediately subscribed because
Yeah.
I used to love Alton Brown back on Food Network, and you know what?
Dude, it's awesome.
He still
It's
got it.
great.
Yeah.
Alton
He still
Brown's
got
so
it.
great, guys.
The dude has not lost his sauce. Unk still
No.
got it.
He's
Unc has still got it.
Yeah.
Is
Like-
is there shit? Okay, I'm sorry. I have to like show my poker hand and ask you guys: is this a flush or not? He is Unc, but he used to run a show called Chopped. What can we do with these ingredients?
No,
Shit,
you're
he wasn't on
onto
Chopped. He was
something.
on Cutthroat Kitchen. I'm doing the meme. Fuck. Have you
Unk's
seen that?
chopped, guys.
It's a Vine where it's a guy who just won Cutthroat Kitchen. It's the final seconds of the show, and it's like he's doing the winner pose. He's got his arms crossed. He's like, "Yeah, I just won Chopped," and the camera zooms out, and it says Cutthroat Kitchen behind him. Like, oh my god! I can't...
Which one was Chopped again? Was
But
that the
Chopped,
one
I
with?
actually really like that. Chopped is the one with is it Ted from the first incarnation of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, who's the food and cooking coach? And it's him with a bunch of chefs, and you get a random box of ingredients, and then all the chefs get a
Oh yeah.
Chopped whip.
that-
I really like Chopped.
Dude, Chopped is
Chopped
a really
is
good.
great. Cutthroat
Yeah, it's a
Kitchen's
really good
too,
competitive
but
cooking
yeah.
show.
I do. I'm Unk, and I'm Chopped because I couldn't remember what show Alton Brown hosted. I'm full mea culpa.
But anyway, the reason I brought up Alton Brown is because in his skirt steak episode,
Yeah.
he does mention that he does mention David Lynch momentarily.
Yeah.
He's just all like because he's talking about what kind of sauces to put into like the sort of like what is it, the basting mix, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like
This is
the
like
marinating mix.
the
That's
marinade.
what it
Thank
is.
you. I
Yeah,
just said I
the
don't know shit about
marinade.
cooking, and that's why I'm fascinated by cooking shows. So I really was unable to help you there, but I was trying.
Yeah, so he was all like, soy sauce is good, but it has like for him, his wife doesn't like gluten, so
Yeah.
soy sauce was not a good thing. And then he brought up another one, which was David Lynch's favorite sauce to use while cooking. Forgot what it was called.
Was it the
And then the last
amino
one,
threes or the
yeah, there you go, yeah, the amino threes, yeah, something like that. But yeah, he's just all like, we'll use this because David Lynch likes it and I miss it.
should
And
I
I'm like, that's so.
should I?
I thought it was just a cute shout out to him, and I was just all like, oh,
Yeah. I
super
think
sweet.
the fact that Alton Brown hasn't been milkshake ducked by this point means he's probably safe, right? He's probably
I would hate
probably
to
not going
learn
to find
anything
out he's in the
problematic about him.
files or something.
I don't think. Why would he be?
I don't know. I just,
I don't think he'd be
Unless
there.
like,
I just like
Unless
it a
Epstein
lot.
was
I've
just, like,
watched
a
a lot
big
of
fan.
Heroes, you know.
He's not.
unless Epstein was a really weird fan of like good eats, and he's just like, I invited Alden Brown to do a
I
fridge
do.
segment. For...
This is absolutely going to get us put on a watch list, but I do think a lot about how much Naruto was on, like how much Final Fantasy, how much Naruto was on Osama bin Laden's hard drive, and I'm like,
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember that. I was like, oh
I-
shit, Osama's a weeb.
and like technically that was like the family hard drive, so maybe that was his son's stuff that was just like
Maybe.
next to terror plans.
It
But I
could have
do
been.
really like the idea that Osama bin Laden is like One Piece mid, Naruto peak. Like,
He's all like, nothing comes close to Naruto's training arc where he learns to control the QB and
Yeah.
fight Sasuke on the Great Ninja Waterfall. He's like, when he transformed into Orange Naruto, I was just like, oh, peak. But that's super funny to think that he like uses WinRAR and then he archived and passworded his like terrorist plans, and it's like
Yeah.
right next to like Naruto like Shippuden season 3.
yeah. Well, I can't remember if it was Final Fantasy VII, like a rip of the game, or Final Fantasy VII porn. But like, there you go.
I mean, like, I'd believe it if he got a ROM of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, it's a weird fucking world.
It's weird. I mean,
It's so
like,
weird.
it's weird at first, but then when you think about it, like, really, like, hard, you're just like, everyone could have, like, a weird set of hobbies, and, like,
People contain multitudes. We're
Yeah.
big on empathy here.
Yeah, I guess so.
You
Yeah.
know, people contain multitudes.
Yeah.
which is why it pisses me off when, like, people start to associate you with other folks just because you like a particular thing. It's like,
I mean,
well, he
that's-
liked like he likes Super Mario. Maybe you're a terrorist. It's all like that doesn't make sense.
That's how the human brain works, and that's a real problem, you know.
Yeah.
It's
like-
just like a lot of bad faith argument.
For sure, but whomst amongst us hasn't been like, well, the fans of X property are annoying, so I'm not going to watch it, even if it's good.
fair.
Which is not good. It's not healthy. You should fight against that
No.
impulse. But I think we
Yeah.
don't have that impulse.
Yeah.
I mean, I the one thing I didn't fight against that impulse was when I mean, like, not because the fans were annoying, but it was more just like, oh hey, they kind of like overhyped this thing, so like I'm like completely disinterested in it.
You say One
I
Piece,
never
you're gonna get terrorist attacked.
no not. We're gonna be put on a watch list. No, it was Gurren Lagann. It was Tapatem and Gurren Lagann. It was the huge, like, breakout
Yeah.
Trigger Studio animation, and like everybody was on board and everyone was getting like crazy hype for it, and it was because it was like big mecha anime and it was like vibrant and crazy, and everyone was all like, "This is a really awesome show," and I had like it tanked my like expectations.
It's only human. It's only human.
Solely because everyone was just like overhyping it, and I was like, if I watch this like and I get no enjoyment out of it, I'll be ostracized because everyone has like bolstered my expectations way too high about the show.
We can't turn this into an anime discussion, but I've been rewatching G Gundam.
Oh, I love G Gundam.
G Gundam is
It is.
crazy.
It's insane.
It's insane. The
Yeah.
fact that the American main character's backstory involves a clown-based mass shooting is so weirdly prophetic and accurate.
Shibbity
It's
Crockett.
Jiminy Crockett.
Jiminy
Me and my
Crockett.
4 girlfriend therapist doctors, and engineers,
He
mechanics.
needs those 4 girlfriends.
The fact that Gundam takes off its shirt when shit gets real is also very
Yeah.
American.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
The fact that the American Gundam starts as a bulky Vanguard tank football player, and when he gets serious, turns into a boxer.
Yeah, it turns
by
into Rocky 4 is so good.
by removing his shoulder pads and putting him on his fists.
Yeah.
Why does everybody scream when they're getting the latex suits put on them? It's such
It's
a
painful.
choice.
It's painful.
Yeah, I'd like to imagine that it's an incredibly it's like if you have way too much body hair, that shit is pulling it off.
Oh my god, poor Argo Golsky. If he's like
Yeah.
me, it's no wonder he's...
Also, I kind of like to attribute it to the fact that it hits you with like 6,000 volts of electricity.
Yeah,
to,
maybe-
like hooking
I mean,
your
like,
neural links up.
If we're gonna play in the space, I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's skin-tight rubber that is connecting all the neurons in your body to all the circuits in your Gundam. Like, it's gonna feel weird, like, you know... If you've,
Yeah.
if
You're
you've ever
gonna
had
feel some,
surgery and had a
like-
nerve wake up, that fucking hurts. You
Yeah,
know?
you're gonna have like phantom pains all over.
But watching these teenagers, and in the case of the little Chinese boy, Sai Shenshi, get wrapped in skin-tight rubber while they scream is like never not a
It's
weird
never fun.
image. It's never comfortable. And it
I just love
happens
the fact
at least once per episode.
Yeah.
it does. I just love the fact that like every G Gundam was the alternate universe like answer to like MMA, but
Yeah.
with giant robots. And like I just love how insane they went with it. They're just like, guys, I'm gonna need you to do like 4 months of research. And it's like, what is it, director? Get me every stereotype from every nation.
It feels
And we'll make a robot out of it.
it's sort of, how do I say this? Like, there's a type of racism that comes from Japan, and I'm not saying it's good, and I'm not saying it's cool, but there's this type of racism, and in, like, Blanca from Street Fighter's case, it's, like, obviously super not cool. But
Yeah.
every once in a while, you're like, me as an American, I look at Chibity, and I'm like, you were trying to exemplify some of my national character's best aspects, and even though this is wrong-headed and ignorant, I kind of appreciate that your heart is in the right place. You know what I mean?
It's weird, isn't it? Like, it's incredible. Like, you
I don't
get that
know.
little Japanese flavor of like xenophobia thrown in there.
Yeah.
But then you also get this like weird. You get this weird like. It's kind of flattering.
Yeah, we would be part of the Shuffle Alliance. Sure,
Yeah.
yeah. What's
We
the Shuffle
would be
Alliance?
part of-
Never really explained. But yeah, thank
Yeah.
you for including me.
We would be part of like the deck of cards. Like every major nation superpower gets a
Queen of
cool
Hearts?
suit.
Oh man. I can't believe we're 20
all
minutes
of
into
Gundam.
this episode and we're already just talking about Gundam.
Okay, should we talk about? This is probably a good one because many of these monsters.
Oh, last days, Tequila Gundam was the best.
Yeah, I love Tequila Gundam. Not just the fact that his name is Tequila Gundam and he has a cool mustache and poncho, but he has a cool trident.
Yeah.
He has
And it's a
an
good
awesome-
arc where he's fighting against the Dark Gundam impulses and they give him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has an awesome sombrero.
Yeah.
Oh, and his arm is a cactus.
Yeah. It's legitimately one of my favorite Gundam designs just because it breaks out of the normal Gundam silhouette and normal Gundam white, red, blue, yellow colors. Like, it's...
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, like the white, red, blue, yellow is like very much the iconic like color scheme for like the hero.
yes.
But like when they get to do like really goofy like out there designs, they love that shit.
Yeah.
But now most of the newer Gundam designs are like really kind of branching out into like much more weirder, like esoteric. Yeah, not so much
after,
esoteric.
What, 40 years? Comes
Yeah,
from the
after like
80s?
40 years, like with it started with Witch of Mercury,
I've heard really good things about Witch of Mercury. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, and that Gundam design that's like the Gundam design and then like the enemy design and like even the standard mobile suit designs are like they started taking like this turn that kind of reminds you more of like I think like Gynax. Anyway, that's
cool.
going into it again.
Yeah.
That's getting really.
Well, I appreciate that because literally in my notes for this episode, I have intro IDK lol. So that was a good intro.
I don't know. I think we need to. We're expanding the format, guys.
A little
Yeah.
bit, a little bit.
We're running low for the Monster Manual too, and we've already hit most of the big, like
The big major.
So we're
hitters.
at Magical Mounts or something.
we're at Magical Mount. So like I'm just doing a collection of P. Yeah, we have Periton, Pegasus, Unicorn, where it's like we did this with Spencer a few months back, where we covered another handful of magical creatures you can ride, and here's another handful of magical creatures you can ride. I'm grouping them together because none of them could fill out an episode on their own. And they're all kind of similar.
Ah.
Okay.
Anyway, let's start with the weirdest guy. Have you ever heard of a Periton?
Periton.
Pryton, if you're Googling it in studio or at home. This is a
Perry
part
the
stag, part bird, vicious creature that loves to eat hearts. It's like an evil hippogriff, kind of. I know you're a big hippogriff fan, Julio. I thought that might tickle a little Abdullah Bengata for you.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, they're neat.
I like how you like completely dyslexia.
I fucked that up so bad, and I was just having one mistake. Yeah, thanks for blowing up my spot, Ryan.
It's like a deer thing, right? It's like a
Yeah.
deer.
It's like a hawk with a deer head, but the deer has sharp teeth, and then it's got, deer horns.
That's
That's
cool.
kind of awesome. That
Yeah.
kind of fucks.
I remember seeing Animal X on Animal Planet, and they had an episode about deer eating bones, which is actually a thing deer do because you need calcium.
Yeah.
But the idea of like, I don't know if you've ever seen the videos of like a deer breaking the neck of a squirrel or something
Oof.
so they can eat its bones. It feels like a really bad omen.
Wow.
It's
It
totally
does right
natural.
when the deer start eating the squirrels.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
When you're in the woods and you see a dead deer and there's another deer eating its spinal column because you just got to get the calcium, like
Yeah.
completely normal.
You just
completely
gotta
natural.
get the calcium. Is
Yeah.
crazy.
It's hard to get calcium that's why they do it. It's hard to get calcium from a completely herbivore diet.
Yeah.
But nature's
Occasionally,
fucked up.
you just gotta dip into the blood.
Yeah.
He's gotta. I don't know.
It's messed up.
All right. So much like the hippogriff, which is actually why maybe they should be twinned, the Periton is it feels like an old monster. It feels like an ancient monster. I feel like I've seen it on heraldry somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But without googling it, if you had to guess what year this guy is from,
The 80s.
that's actually a good guess. You got one for me, Ryan? Price is Right rules.
The closest without going over.
Yeah.
I'll say like 62.
You have both
Oh.
gone over.
I see.
Shit.
He's not from the 16th century like the hippogriff, but he is from 1957.
Oh, well.
So he's from an
What?
art book by Jorge Luis Borges, who's like an artist.
Mhm.
And he made like a bestiary that was like a kayfabe bestiary. Like everyone knew this was a new book, but he was like, "Oh, I've just discovered this lost bestiary
Okay.
from Atlantis."
Oh.
Again, he's an artist. It's an art piece. It's not a grift, but like, yeah.
I see.
So, according to Borges, the Periton is a mythical creature that once inhabited Atlantis until that civilization was destroyed by an earthquake, causing them to flee.
Hmm.
In the book, the Periton is described as having the head, neck, forelegs, and antlers of a stag, combined with the plumage, wings, and butt of a bird. Legend says that initially it casts the shadow of a man, not a bird, until it kills a human, after which it casts a true shadow. And Sybil, who's like a legendary Roman prophesied that the Peritons would contribute to the
Prophesizer.
downfall. Yeah. I'm dyslexing it hard today. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Uh,
I mean, that wasn't the right way to pronounce it either.
yeah, that sounded better. Anyway, they said
Uh,
they'd contribute to the fall of Rome, but again, that's they're fake. But the shadow thing is an interesting twist. I like the shadow thing. I like that they cast a human shadow, implying
yes,
that they are
that's very cool.
cursed and not natural creatures or something. I don't know.
That's neat. Yeah.
Somebody call Mr. Skyrim. Get Todd on the phone because we got some environmental storytelling.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So they've also shown up in astronomy.
Hmm.
This is a crazy story. All right. So there's a type of mysterious radio signal we sometimes pick up in space called a periton.
Okay.
So there's an astronomer by the name of Sarah Burke Spolar, and she was picking up all these signals of like really fast radio bursts. They're called FRBs, and they're weird because space shit doesn't give out FRBs. So it's like normally FRBs are what you get from, like, we find them on Earth. They're stuff made by intelligent civilizations.
Okay.
Spooky, right? You guys can sense the twist.
Yeah. Yeah.
The average one has as much energy in a millisecond as the sun puts out in 3 days, and some of them appear to come from beyond our galaxy. Very, very creepy, very spooky. The leading theory is that they're related to magnetars, which are like a dead sun that is spinning like a lighthouse, just letting
I
out
immediately
random
thought
big
of like
pulses.
a Pokemon.
Yeah,
Magnetar, go.
it's the alt Magnemite evolution line.
It's Magnemite if you hit it with a Firestone.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like that's what an FRB is, but the FRBs that Burke Spolar was picking up, like they seem to, like I said, they seem to be man-made. So the theory was like, oh, are we actually is somebody trying to talk to us? But ultimately, the source of them turned out to be a microwave in the office.
Oh.
In the
Okay. All right.
now I can't remember the word for the place you put the telescope.
The observatory?
The observatory. Thank you, Jesus Christ.
Mm-mm.
So like basically somebody was cooking a burrito when it wasn't their turn to be on the telescope. So every time he would open the microwave, there'd be a short burst of radiation because he'd open it before it was done.
Oh.
And so the people on the microwave were like, we're getting these really intense short bursts that seem to correlate to what we're doing.
What a coincidence.
Let's see.
So
And he
an
comes
FRB,
into the booth and he's eating his burrito. He's like, wait, we're getting what?
so
He's
now
like, huge.
they call those false spooky signals peritons.
Let's see.
Yay. Perry the Parrington.
A periton? Perry the periton?
Perry the Parrington.
It's a pretty good Doofenshmirtz.
Thank you.
So this is the part where we return to D&D, and I have to look at the stats, and they're not very exciting. As we're going to find, like the last episode, like this episode, you have a block of HP, you have wings, you have a flying attack. That's kind of what all these guys come down to.
Let's see.
Okay.
It's a CR2 monster. It has a diving attack, which is like if it slams towards you in a straight line from above for at least 30 feet, it deals extra damage, like a Peregrine Falcon.
Okay.
That's
That's
cool.
something.
That's
As a
something.
DM, that tells you how you should be playing them. Hit, and then fly back up, and then slam. Do the Mario down B butt slam.
Yeah.
You gotta do a ground pound.
It borrows the shadow thing from Borges, from its origin.
Hmm.
And D&D is like, I don't know, maybe they're cursed.
Perhaps.
Maybe it's somebody did an evil ritual to live forever, and as a twist, they got turned into a periton. Maybe the first one was created by a cheating wife. I don't know.
Who knows?
Or like a big evil lich died, and all the birds that feasted on his corpse turned into Perytons. I don't know. This is like one of the few D&D like little lore blurps. I'm like, wait, this has actually got sauce. You could take that in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do a lot of little things with it, yeah.
The monster manual also says that maybe the Peryton collects hearts because the only way you can get more Perytons is like mosquito-like. You gotta feed them heart blood. Like, you know how mosquitoes can only lay eggs if they have recently had human blood? Or maybe the eggs, the hearts post-magical ritual hatch into Perytons, or maybe they can just only eat hearts because they're evil.
Maybe. They seem like just generally cursed or bad things, right? They're...
Yeah. I mean, how would you take these guys? Because that's all I got for them.
I don't know. I would make them... They seem like little, like chimeras almost.
Yeah.
Like they were probably made by a wizard or like some kind of deity that's messing around. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wizards no sense of right or wrong, as the Casey Green comic goes.
Yeah.
How about you, Ryan? You got a use case?
I mean, they do seem like a nice, like, sinister, like, side chapter boss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, like, people report seeing, like, after mysterious disappearances, they report seeing, like, the figure of a man.
Yeah, and
But
the
then
shadows...
it's, yeah. But it's always, like, before they could, confirm that it turns into the shape of the Parrington.
Here's
But
a
it's
dumb
like-
thought. In the D&D... In real life, plain shadow goes over me, my bird brain goes... or my monkey brain goes...
Yeah.
I look up in case it's a big bird.
That would be good, too. Yeah.
In D&D, if you see a human shadow flying around, do you look up, or are there enough, like, liches and stuff, and wizards, and other
That you're just like,
flying
Lich.
humanoids, where you're just like, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Do
You're
you
just
even
like,
care?
that's another creature.
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know. I mean, like, maybe it does. Maybe it still registers as, like, why? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe it's just anything
Maybe-
flying above you is.
Maybe.
I feel like early adventurers that don't have that experience with like liches or other like people with the ability to fly magically would still respond like
Probably.
Yeah.
they're like, oh my god.
I mean, it could be a
And
dragon.
then again, it's not a visual podcast, but
Yeah,
I
get
did like
what
the
you're putting down.
pog, like
CR2, stick 3 of them in your game. Good for quick forest encounter. You know,
Mm-mm.
fun stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned Chimera a second ago, so let's go to our next homie here.
Mhm.
Chimera.
Chimera. Pegasus.
I know it's pronounced chimera, but I can't help just
Chimera.
hitting it with the chi.
Chimera.
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 Okay. You guys know what a Pegasus is.
Yeah, he's like Zeus's friend, right? Or,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
he's
well,
Hercules' friend.
Well,
He's a
yeah,
cool little
he's-
dude with
he-
wings.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
horse with wings.
Yeah.
I, for whatever reason, despite being a big like mythology head, I assumed his origin was pretty similar to what it was in the Hercules movies.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's not. Like I thought Pegasus was a species. I didn't realize Pegasus was a guy, a singular thing.
Yeah,
He was
there's
a
only one
man?
Pegasus, right? In
Yeah.
mythology.
He was a dude?
Yeah, and he's got a brother who's. We'll get into it.
What?
Do you know his origin story? We're gonna go through his origin story
I'm
because it's
sure
insane.
Zeus fucked something, right?
I'm sure.
Zeus is involved.
A god goes crazy on some animal, unfortunately.
Okay. So you guys know the basics of the Perseus story. He's got to go kill Medusa to save his mom, basically.
Yeah.
Polydectes is like who's the king of whatever Polis is like, yeah, man, go on this suicide mission to kill Medusa, a creature that can kill you just by looking at you, and I'll lay off your mom. Everything will be fine. We covered this in Greek Special number 2, but like it was supposed to be a suicide mission, but the gods were like, "Hey, we think you're pretty cool, Perseus. Have the mirror shield from Zelda Majora's Mask, and you're gonna be fine." Also, take Hermes kicks so you can fly. That'll probably help you get across the ocean.
Thanks, bro.
So, with the help from Athena and my voice, Hermes, Perseus beheads Medusa. And why this keeps happening in Greek mythology, I do not know. I'd love to find out. For some reason, every time people get beheaded or get their balls cut off, little guys come out. And here too, little guys come out of Medusa's neck. Pegasus and his brother Chrysor. Chrysor is a mystery. Who the fuck is Chrysor? I hear you saying.
Is he a Power Rangers villain that I've skipped
He does
over?
sound like a Power Rangers villain.
A little bit. Yeah.
Was he in Wild Force? I didn't watch all of that.
There is a genus of jellyfish named after him, which is neat because
That's pretty sick.
There's a big family of jellyfish named after Medusa, so I see what you did there, clever scientist. You're like Medusa and her neck son, Chrysor.
Her neck son.
How else do I describe that?
I don't know. I mean, like, you're not in the wrong. It's the phrase neck son.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very funny to me.
There's probably a Greek word for it. So depending on
Neck son or arm daughter.
Well, okay. Well, it's true. So the opposite then would have to be. Was it Saturn who got his balls cut off and Aphrodite came out?
Oh.
So ballsack daughter or neck son
Her neck son.
is the choice.
I'd have to go with ballsack daughter. That seems like the natural course of life.
Well, you get to live with ballsack daughter.
Yeah, fire. Yeah.
Otherwise,
Actually,
like
yeah.
Medusa's
You
dead.
get to raise your offspring. There's not much going for you.
I'm going
after you lose your
ballsack
neck.
daughter. Although Aphrodite's a real troublemaker.
Look, that's just that means it's just the fault of the parent. They did.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Chrysor is, depending on your interpretation, either basically guts with a big golden sword,
Cool.
or a winged boar, which I guess would make more sense for
Kind of also cool.
if you're Pegasus's if you're the winged horse's neck brother. Being a winged boar makes more sense to me, but
It would make sense familial wise, right?
yeah.
I guess.
You're like, I'm animal, but with wings. And it's like, yeah, that's sick. But if you're like Guts, and you got the big old gold sword.
Yeah.
If you were Guts on New Game Plus.
Yes. He doesn't do much, though. He doesn't begat any more magical guys. As far as I can find, he kind of disappears after this. So I don't
He's
know why
Guts,
even
but if
here.
he completed all of his great sword
There's
challenges
no
in Call of Duty
Bellet
4.
or whatever around. There's no Band of the Hawk. Like, what's he gonna do?
I don't know. Go for
Why
the
do we-
red
why do we
tiger
keep-
camo.
Why do we keep returning to anime today?
Right.
It's a very anime day today.
I guess so. This script was written weeks ago too, so that wasn't planned. Anyway,
we
So,
go where the waves take us.
yes, much like the Aphrodite and her little clamshell.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
And
so
cause trouble wherever we wash ashore.
yeah, we flirt with men.
Wait.
We cheat on our spouses.
Wait.
No,
hold on.
no.
Caught in a complicated net trap. We
I'm not
Oh.
liking where this is going.
Oh, no.
You had me, then you lost me.
yeah, we
You had me in
caused
the
a bunch
first
of-
part, and then the cheating on the spouse thing
Yeah.
totally threw me off.
I think to be 100% clear, so this is not clipped out of context. Aphrodite gets married to Hephaestus, the forge god, and then cheats on
He's
him
my
a bunch,
boy.
especially with Ares. and he makes a net trap that captures her, and is like, "Look, I've caught my cheating wife in bed with my cheating brother."
Literally.
Everybody point and laugh, and everyone is like, "Well, yeah, we're pointing and laughing at them, but you're still getting cheated on, bro. So we're gonna point and laugh at you too because we're Greek gods and we are not kind."
Yeah, and they have no morals.
Yeah.
Again, Hephaestus is my boy, but like he got
Well,
done dirty.
Hermes is tops for me of the Greek pantheon. Hephaestus is up there though.
He got done dirty. I'm
He got done dirty.
I don't actually know that much about Greek mythology. I'm learning.
I thought I knew a lot, but like Pegasus and Chrysor seem weird as shit.
They're the two that kind of stand out. That's just like, what do you do?
Well, in the
Is
Cyclops
this
episode
Greek
too,
or Roman? Just Greek, right?
this is Greek, and then a lot of it gets grandfathered into Roman.
Yeah. So the Greek version is all planets, right? Or is that the Roman version?
The Roman version is
That's the
planets.
Roman.
Scientists
Yeah.
decide to
I see.
Mars is
astrological
or
tradition is handed down from the Romans.
I see.
Mm.
I liked Hermes.
Yeah,
Hermes is probably one of my favorite.
Hermes is the magic god. He's
Yeah.
also the god of thieves. He's also the god of writing. He's also the god of music. Though usually Apollo gets that more.
Yeah.
Like he's the god of travel. He's the god of commerce. Like I'm a writer. I need to write and I need to travel and I need money to live. So
Yeah. I think Hermes
He
is
just
up
covers
there
all
for
of the
me.
good things.
yeah, Hermes covers a lot of stuff that's relevant to our modern lives. And then
Yeah.
He covers a lot of just society stuff.
Yeah. Communication and commerce is most of society, right? So
Yeah.
Do you think that the other Greek gods are just all
Thievery.
like they're not jealous because they think all that shit's boring?
yeah, I hope so. I don't know.
They're like, ugh, like
I
there
have
goes
to assume-
Hermes with the whole merchant and writing and poetry.
It does go up the chain, right? Because Zeus and Hera still get to be
Like,
god of gods in the Greek pantheon. So I assume you got to mob style pay it up the chain.
I guess.
guess
But
so.
it's like, you know, I'm just saying, I'm glad they don't like find envy in his work probably because they're just like, well, my position is that I got the coolest job, god of gods. And then what does he do? He writes boring.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know, like
I will
I just
say,
like to think of it as like the jock nerd thing, but like Hermes is actually like a Tetra Chad or something.
Yeah. Okay, God, where were we? Okay, so yes, so we skip past the weird net kids and circling back to Chimera. Bellerophon tames Pegasus and go check the Chimera episode. Uses Pegasus to fight the Chimera by melting a big block of steel onto the end of his lance and then shoving that in the fire-breathing Chimera's mouth, so he chokes
Wonderful.
and dies. But Big Bobby B here, he gets too high up on his britches and he commits a hubris. He's like, I have done more to save people than the gods have. I'm going to go up to Olympus and give Zeus a piece of my mind.
That's good. That's
But
good.
Zeus was like, oh no you ain't, and made Pegasus buck, sending Mr. B tumbling to his death from many miles up in the sky. And then Zeus was like, cool, thanks for the horse, I'm keeping him.
Oh.
Let's see.
And now he is sometimes described as being Zeus's bolt bearer, which implies that the Cyclops make the lightning bolts and then Pegasus carries the lightning bolts over to Zeus, who really doesn't have to do anything.
Right.
And sometimes
Of course,
they're
because
like,
he's Zeus. He's a
Yeah.
he's a lazy motherfucker.
in some stories, the sound of thunder is actually the sound of Pegasus's hoofbeats as he's riding over to carry Zeus a lightning bolt. How to use him in D&D? I was such a Pegasus Knight from Warhammer. That's all I got. How about you guys?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
The stat block is the most uninspired here. It's just wings, a hoof attack, and a block of HP. There's nothing going on here. This is a winged horse.
Yeah.
No lightning bolt, nada.
Yeah. I'd give him lightning powers. I guess that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's a good punch up. Lean into that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just able to like just drop lightning
Yeah.
just here and there.
Yeah. That'd be
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
call him like an Olympian Pegasus versus a because the 5.5 Monster Manual has so many punch ups, like we talked about last episode, where it's like Owl Bear Ancient, you know,
Yeah. When you said
Gobble,
magical
gobble,
mounts this episode, I thought we were going to get to talk about dragons some more.
we've done all the dragons. That was like 10 episodes.
Yeah, I
We
guess
did
so, yeah.
yeah. We did a pretty good chunk of
Yeah,
dragons already.
because dragons can be a magical mount, right? You can,
Yeah, they're like
They could be.
smart. So you got it's you know, you
can
got to be like, hey man, can I ride you into battle? And they
And
got to
it-
be like, yeah, this seems a little insulting, but okay. But yeah,
yeah,
Whatever.
you could also get a wyvern. Those are dumb animals, but like you know, if you can
that'd
name
be cool.
one,
That'd be
I
cool.
should have thrown
What
wyvern
makes
in
them
here
dumb,
too.
man?
That'd be neat.
But they're not Greek, or we're not doing Greek. We're doing magical mounts.
Yeah.
Wyvern, I think, might be like the last thing in the book, or
Wow.
second to last.
Wow. But,
Zombies are last. Okay.
I see.
Eddie,
Oh, man.
that's like
That-
a better punch up than Pegasus deserves. I like your lightning bolt idea,
Yeah.
or a lightning step.
Yeah. I think. I don't know. There's some cool Magic the Gathering cards that have Pegasus on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Off mic, I got to show you the cards Mike just bought me for my birthday to further make my Furby deck
Awesome.
even better.
Awesome.
Mm.
I got a few cards too. I've been getting more cards in the mail.
Yep. Next time, if you have a commander deck, we got to play next time I'm in town.
Hell yeah, it's almost done. My commander deck.
Hell yeah!
But yeah.
All right, let's do one. We're gonna finish here. Our last guy for today. I thought this guy would be lame. I think they're actually pretty cool upon review. Is the unicorn?
The unicorn.
How do you feel about unicorns?
I love them. I think they're neat.
Yeah?
I think they're great. Yeah.
They're
Oh,
pretty
good.
neat.
Okay.
I think they're great.
How about you, Ryan?
I think unicorns are pretty neat.
Okay.
I take the same stance. They're pretty
I'm gonna-
cool.
I'm gonna take the L here because I thought they were lame, and then I did the research. I thought they were lame. I thought they were like little. They're in that same category as little child-looking fairies for me. But no, the history is actually rad, and they're pretty cool in D&D.
They're kind of metal.
Yeah. So the unicorn
And also
unlike-
got some like somewhat weird lore attached to them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Um,
check this. The first unicorn comes from the Indus River Valley civilization, which is like one of the oldest civilizations we know of. It's so old we don't even know what they called themselves. That's why it's.
Well,
They're
This is in India, if you can't tell from the Indus River.
okay.
what?
Yeah. So they
No
have some early
way.
depictions of unicorns. So it dates back. It's like one of the older monsters. Then, like
Wow.
it's
Yeah.
insane. I had no idea it went back this far. We of course also
They're
see
up there with
variations of this. Yeah, in Mesopotamia and in Egypt. I think it might be older than Jinn but that might be
Ooh.
an artifact of like the like the very early Arabic cultures, like being nomadic and not having a writing system. But don't quote me on that. That's like
Gotcha.
That's crazy.
that's the most outside my area of expertise, while still being in my area of expertise. Of
I'll note it, put it in the box somewhere.
yeah, we can check. Anyway, so like imagery on seals, especially in Egypt and Mesopotamia, it was like certain powerful families, like house symbol, Game of Thrones style, was the unicorn.
Okay.
Okay.
That's neat. So it was like a
Uh,
heraldry thing.
Yeah, it was a heraldry thing, and like we can only speculate on what it symbolized at this point. But like, if it's being reserved for some of the richest and most powerful families outside of the king, then it's like it's got to be pretty good.
Hmm.
Because usually, like, royalty gets first dibs on like
Yeah.
really cool animals to put on there.
I think about the dragon in like China and Japan, and how like, or like the color yellow and the dragon, and I believe it was China. It's like you got to be the emperor or part of the royal family to wear that.
If not, oops,
Yeah, you're in trouble.
you're in trouble.
Saint Neot's museum points out that these depictions that look like unicorns may not be unicorns, but they may be aurochs. Do you know what an auroch is?
No.
It's a giant extinct cow that
Oh.
was around when these ancient Near Eastern civilizations were around.
How do you
So
spell
maybe
that?
instead of being a unicorn with one horn, it's just a cow viewed from the side.
Oh wow.
So the horns line up,
How do you spell
and we could
Aurochs?
Auroch.
Ah.
I went to Çatalhöyük when I was in Turkey, and you can see like their skulls have been built into like cave walls and early dwelling walls, and like they're very intimidating.
Yeah,
And
it's,
I
not
mean,
just
it's
because I'm a
the.
little city boy thinks that cows are already kind of intimidating.
I mean, cows and bulls are pretty crazy.
They're big
They're just
animals.
they're big animals, and it's just like meat all the way through.
That's some
So,
muscle too. Like it's a lot of meat, but like
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard not to be intimidated.
I mean, I wouldn't want to fuck with one.
yeah,
Like when people think they're, when they see a cow and they're like, I'd never be intimidated by a cow or a bull. It's like it's not that you're not intimidated. It's just that you think they're like lesser than you. But once like that cow or that bull starts running towards you really fast,
yeah.
you
I mean,
know?
I've seen like people get killed. yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, like
and that's
they get
with
killed, but then it's also like a national pastime.
yeah,
The
that's like
running of the
with
bulls, yeah.
3,000 years of domestication too. Like I can only imagine what an auroch or a wild bull would have.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a class, like
Yeah.
alpha,
Yeah,
like original vanilla insert of
yeah,
a bull or an auroch was. Like they'd probably be like
yeah.
10
It'd be
feet tall
scary as
on
fuck.
all
Like
four.
water. I believe water buffalo are like one of the most dangerous creatures in India. Like they kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
They hate our ass.
Yeah. If you piss them off, it can be quite scary. So I'm not fucking with these guys. You know what I
They
mean?
will gore you.
Yeah.
An even bigger one? No, thank you.
Yeah, do not
So
fuck
they
with
think
them.
like an auroch viewed from the side was a unicorn?
Yeah, that's what these, and it's like these are early little clay seals. So like the detail's not great. You know,
Mm.
Yeah,
this is the
yeah.
time of cuneiform.
Okay.
I'd say like I don't know. I'd say like the artists back then would have still at least gotten the horn like
Yeah,
particular.
I mean, I see the argument though, because like in Egypt, they did everything in profile for
Yeah.
most of the dynasties, so that was the style.
That's true.
So like, but also I believe in the human imagination, and people make crazy art and shit like that. So maybe this is you can look to stuff like the Ishtar Gate, where there's a snake with legs and dragons and stuff, and creatures that don't exist.
Yeah.
Like people have imaginations, but also this is maybe a goof up in perspective. I don't have enough of the history or the art background to like make a definitive call here.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay, so the first time, like next big jump is a Greek guy in the 4th century BC, whose name is Ctesias. He has in his book on India, which I think we've quoted before, because he was saying that there were giant river worms in India with 2 teeth that eat people.
Hmm.
But he describes the unicorn as a type of wild donkey,
Okay.
A wild. Okay.
fleet of foot and having a horn a cubit and a half long, colored white, red, and black.
Huh.
That's our first written description of a unicorn. It's a donkey. It's not a beautiful horse.
I see.
That's an interesting.
It's Shrek's
I mean, the
friend.
color scheme itself, though.
I like to imagine that, you know how the unicorn horns are spiraled like candy canes?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm sort of getting from that multicolored description of the horn.
Ah.
Yeah.
In the same writings, he also describes an oryx, not an aurochs, but Oryx.
That's a goat, right? The oryx?
It's an antelope.
Oh, it's an antelope.
An antelope.
Yeah.
Ooh. I knew I heard that from somewhere, and I was all like, "What am I thinking of right
Oh yeah,
now?"
those are cool looking.
So he describes it extremely similarly to the unicorn, so maybe he just got his wires twisted. Maybe the unicorn is the oryx or vice versa. Unclear.
Don't get it twisted.
These ancient historians got it twisted all the fucking time. In fact, they got it twisted more often than not, because their primary source was some sailor they met at a bar.
Mm.
It was like, oh yeah, I know a guy who's been to India.
Don't worry, I know a dude.
I know it's a story, and real sailors are more capable, but like sailing from one side of the Ionian Sea to the other, this is a place that you can cross now in a matter of hours. Odysseus got lost for 20 years. Like the world felt like a much bigger place.
Yeah.
hmm
1st century CE, Pliny the Elder writes of a fierce animal he calls the monoceros, which is, monohorn.
The monohorn.
Yeah. Which has the head of a stag, the feet of an elephant, the tail of a boar, and the rest of the body is like that of a horse. It makes a deep...
elephant.
Yeah.
Is it like
Does
a
it
rhino?
make a loud noise when it runs?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I was beating around the bush, but you fucking nailed it, Julio. Yeah. It makes a deep lowing noise and has a single black horn, which it projects from its middle of its forehead, 2 cubits in length. And this is indeed, he's pretty obviously describing a rhino here.
Yeah.
He's talking about a creature native to Africa.
He nailed it.
Yeah. I was halfway through the description. You nailed it. You ruined my reveal. Good on you. That's really smart.
Hey, that's how it'd be sometimes, man.
He'd also state it's the fiercest animal in India and can't be captured alive, which is like maybe the start of that trope for the unicorn, where you're like, well, if you take them alive, they die. Later in the 13th century, Marco Polo would add to this unflattering description of a unicorn. He would say, they spend their time, by preference, wallowing in the mud and slime. Which is also a rhino thing.
Yeah,
Sounds
rhino.
like a rhino thing, yeah.
That's also a rhino.
I love the rhinos at our local zoo. They have really cute names that are escaping me at the moment, but there's like a rhino encounter. I don't know. They have like puppy dog personalities, but they are armored as fuck.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude, they're dope.
I should do the rhino encounter. Down like when is the next time we're
That's
doing
where
this?
Spider-Man fights the rhino.
Okay. Okay. I can't get on a tangent, but for the Marvel Crisis Protocol game, the Marvel Warhammer game, Rhino is my single favorite fucking character because he has a once per game spell essentially called "This is a robbery," where he takes your objective and he throws you across the map, and it's so funny to walk up to like the Phoenix, Sentinel Prime, Dormammu, and just be like, "This is a stick up." Yeet that bitch into another time zone. The idea
Get
of
out of here.
this low-level Russian thug mobbing the Lord of the Realm of Darkness. Just jumping.
Everyone
his ass
gets
is
one
so
in the
funny.
Marvel universe. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Everyone gets one cosmic breaking event.
Yes.
And if it has to be the rhino throwing freaking Dormammu from the dark dimension into like
Yeah. I did it with Apocalypse the other day. It was so funny. Like I flattened because the game has collision rules. So like I made Apocalypse drop all of the serum he was holding, and then I yeeted him into Gambit, and that Apocalypse's fat ass landing on Gambit killed him.
no,
Great game.
No.
Love that game.
That's funny.
no, Gambit got taken out even in a worser
He
way.
wanted to go out, but not like he wanted to die by thick ass, but not like this.
He wanted to blow himself up in a sentinel, not under Apocalypse's
Yeah.
fat juicy cheeks.
Yeah, his perfectly mutated cheeks. In the 2nd century CE, a Christian
Perfect mutant cheeks.
yeah, they've been honed in war. The trial of the fittest for the most perfect cheeks.
Oh, this is what human evolution has been working towards. Apocalypse's ass.
Yeah, I mean by Apocalypse, that's I've killed. Okay. There's a book, a Greek Christian book in the 2nd century CE, called the Physiologus, which is like physiognomy. It's basically a medical textbook.
Mm-hmm.
And in this book, a guy's like, if you can't fix a poison, or you got a poison well, get a unicorn horn. I'll cure it real fast. And this is the first time we see unicorn horns. That's a popular myth. Is like, you got to get your unicorn cup so you can't be poisoned by your underlings if you're a king. This is the first instance of unicorns curing poison.
Mm-hmm.
He also gets the ball rolling on the whole, like, only a virgin can subdue a unicorn myth. He's like, you can't catch him unless you're a virgin.
Yeah.
Let's
And
see.
people are like, being Christians in the 2nd century, people are like, this is a metaphor for Jesus.
I don't know how you can get. I don't know how you can jump from taming unicorn because you're a virgin to yes, Jesus.
You gotta really be Jesus pilled, right?
Gotcha.
Guy
Yeah.
who's only ever heard the story of Jesus. This story reminds me of Jesus. You know,
Yeah.
Man who's only read the Bible. You know what? This is very Jesus.
I'm getting some really Bible vibes.
This is just like in the
I'm
Bible.
getting some subtle Bible vibes from this guy.
Oh, man.
I love that shit.
So there's this dude called Cosmos, who is a traveling merchant from Alexandria in the 6th century, who gives us this very it feels like a video game hack description of a unicorn, where he's like, instead of being captured, they'll throw themselves off their cliff. But if they land on their horn, the horn is where all their power is stored, and they don't die. So you got to jump off a cliff as a unicorn, hit that Legend of Zelda down A, land on the horn, your full horse weight on your tiny horn, and then you're fine. If we have one ability to add to D&D, I want this to be it. I want it to be like, you take no fall. Unicorns are immune to fall damage.
Because they land on their horn.
They always land on their horn, and they're, the horn is...
How did they get out?
Unclear, but they do.
I can see that. That'd be fun.
Much like cats, they have one point of impact that is always insured.
Hmm.
They land on their feet.
So these
That's what
little
I mean.
freaks, this is like where we get into the medieval stuff that you're probably familiar with. They really start being associated with Jesus. People start putting them on heraldry again. They're still on the heraldry, or they were part of the heraldry of Scotland, which means that they're now part, because the crown of Scotland married into the crown of England, or vice versa, so they're now on like all the British seals representing Scotland.
I think that's
Again,
fun.
St. Neot's Museum notes that they have newspaper ads going back to the 17th century where people are selling unicorn horn, ground up unicorn horn as a cure-all.
Of
course.
Like, make you stronger, fix your penis, all that stuff. So, like,
Yeah.
the Alex Jones grift goes back to the 16th century at least.
It's the Aether.
Gotta get your special unicorn creatine.
Yeah.
There was a Alex Jones like guy back then. That was
Yeah,
just like,
apparently.
look at how much I'm transformed. And then he has a portrait of him painted. It's a portrait of him painted, and then the second portrait is the same portrait, just redder.
Well, these are newspapers, so it's got to be like a creepy woodcut of him next to a creepy red woodcut of him.
It's a woodcut of him, and then it's a woodcut, but then varnished with red paint. So it's just like, look how much I've changed over this past few days. Unicorn horn saved my life.
But yeah, so like as you know, by the 18th century, Europe did that like whole colonialism thing, and they quickly found out that there weren't unicorns in India or Africa.
Come on, man! Don't ruin their whimsy like this.
Yeah. So are you familiar with the Romantic art movement, like Lord Byron and shit?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh,
Percy Shelley, your
sounds
boy.
familiar.
was part
I
of that
don't
movement?
remember.
I remember
any of
that
it,
guy.
probably.
Yeah, so these are people who are like, I reject science, reject industry, I want to go back to a time of like nature, and even though I'm rich and live in London, I'm going to go out into the country and paint like starving peasants, because I think
need
it's
my
better to be a
muse.
starving peasant than to be a rich Cindy person, but I'm not going to give up my money.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to give him money.
Yes,
What am I,
the
crazy?
yes.
I have a
Yes.
peerage, come on.
Whoa.
Poe is also
I may
sometimes
think that
considered...
this form of lifestyle is the best, but let's be honest. I can't give up all this.
So like these are the guys that like really cemented the unicorn right around the same time weirdly that they were cementing the vampire. Just the way we know it today in popular culture. They're like, here's the unicorn, a symbol of innocence and virginity from a pre-industrial magical world that is dying as the industry and colonialism is killing the world, but also we're not going to stop either.
And now check this over here. This guy's got crazy hypnosis powers that lures in women and then eats their blood. Sick, right?
Yeah, sick. Why does he look like me, Lord Byron? Don't ask. I'm gonna go die in Greece of shitting myself to death disease before I actually get to the Civil War. Um, Terrible way to go, shitting yourself to death disease.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a not a fun one.
I had a fun one.
Very prevalent through a lot of human history, the
Yeah.
shitting yourself to death disease.
What is
But,
the line from Lions Led by Donkeys? Like, it's never a good time to camp with 2,000 of your closest friends in the swamp.
So true.
It keeps happening.
Yeah.
Why does it keep happening?
I do think a lot about like the art of war, where like people are trying to use it for business tips and stuff like that. But a lot of it is
yeah,
like
yeah.
Sun Tzu was from the charioteer case, and he was writing to his bosses, who are wealthy princes who had never fought a war in their lives, being like, "Remember, you gotta feed your soldiers,
Yeah.
or don't camp in a latrine." Like some of it is just like very like
It's just very like straightforward common sense advice.
yeah. So you look at all these people up until today who are like
Don't
setting
eat
up
where
camp
you
in
shit,
swamps.
guys.
So turns out if you don't feed your soldiers, they'll die,
Yeah.
and then you'll lose the war.
The art of war. Fellas, don't pick at that scab. Let it heal.
Yeah. I'm not kidding. Like I think fully half the book is like common sense bullshit where you're like, why is this in here? And you're like, oh yeah, he was writing for Nepo babies.
Yeah.
To start your day, put one foot into the pants and then the other.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah, so D&D Unicorn, this is a CR5 monster. It's kind of chunky. It's got legendary resistances. It has a magical lair of a sacred grove, you know? Yeah, they got the heals and stuff like that. They can also use their horn like a lightsaber, which is crazy.
Yo, that's sick.
That's kind of nuts.
I honestly wouldn't change anything. Like, this is a very complicated monster. Because it has a lair, it's got a ton of options. Obviously, you're not going to kill it. You know, it's got to be your friend.
Yeah.
Unless you're
But it's
running
got
an
a
evil
lightsaber
campaign.
horn. Why would you
Yeah.
kill it?
And it can also break curses and heal you if you protect its glade.
Yeah.
So like seems like it might be your druid's boss or something like that, but like it is looking
That's
at
a funny thought. That's just like druids just hanging out, and then they get a telepathy ring, and it's all like, excuse me.
Have you got any oats?
I see you in my glade in about 10 minutes. And then you're just like, oh,
got time to
yo,
chat.
guys,
in the glade?
I gotta go to the
Ellipses?
secret glade. I'll be back. And then they come in, and there's just a unicorn, not even in a chair, just standing behind like a wooden mahogany desk. It's just like, you know what I called you in here today?
No, Mr. Clip Clop. I don't.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing a great job protecting the glade.
No, you did some fantastic work. It's just why do you keep transforming into a bear at the most unopportune times? Like I just want to see where your headspace is there, and then we can move forward with possible solutions, because
Unicorn boss telling you to circle around in the next quarter.
it's like, look, man, I appreciate what you do for the glade and all of its residents. Again, I don't think that your usage of my magical energy to become a bear in the latrine is good company time. Let's say. If we could, like, I don't know, if you can just write a review, double back with me, and then maybe we can focus on what really matters here, which is optimizing your transformation time and reducing the amount of magic that I have to give you. You got it?
Yes, sir. Sorry, it won't happen again.
Yeah, can I suggest like maybe like an Oriole for like scouting missions?
That does bring up
Again,
a
you don't
question.
have to be the bear.
I level up a few times. Is it weird if I transform into another unicorn? Is that uncool?
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
I think that's about the best joke we could go out on. You know what? Go read The Last Unicorn. It's a beautiful, incredible book. Great built-in quest. Help a unicorn. Help the last unicorn. Good stuff. You know what a unicorn is. As you guys said, they're great. They're a staple for a reason. I got no more unicorn stuff, and I can't do a better joke than Ryan's.
Oh, thanks.
That's what I got for you today. What do you think,
Oh,
Julio?
man.
What do you think,
so
Ryan?
much. Thank you so much.
I think it's a
John.
wonderful episode.
Yeah, I had a
we
good
learned a
time.
lot about rhinos that could have been unicorns, but they weren't.
We learned a lot about David Lynch. We learned a lot about anime for some reason.
Yeah.
We learned how to spell an Auroch.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I would have
John.
never guessed a U was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be talking circles at that spelling bee. Can you use it in a sentence?
Man,
I
thank
saw
How
big
many-
Auroch
how many
skulls
vowels are in there?
Çatalhöyük. That's you guys should try saying that. It's really fun to say.
Say
I
what?
think
Which
it means
one?
Potbelly Hill in Turkish, or maybe that's Göbekli Tepe.
What? Say what?
Çatalhöyük.
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 It's like a very ancient civilization site. But
Çatalhöyük.
it's just fun to say Çatalhöyük.
Çatalhöyük.
That is a very fun word.
Turkish is a
It
fun
rolls off
language.
the tongue really nice. Çatalhöyük.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, listener,
welcome.
for being here. I appreciate it. Check out our Redbubble. Check out our links. Check out our socials. Thank you, Jesse Sanders, for making our music.
That's the most important one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And well, what else?
Buy us a coffee.
Buy us a coffee.
Give
if
us
you
5
want.
stars.
Apparently means 4 kill. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
What?
I had to fact check myself.
That's a way off translation. Oops.
But yeah, we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.